twitch.tv/Tablemon, and for those of you right now on Twitch, thank you for being here. Today we're using Greninja, which is like the dark horse for Worlds. Everyone's talking about Greninja, everyone's talking about how good and how bad Greninja is. It seems very divided as to which is better, which is worse, how to build the deck list with Talonflame, with Octillery, with Starmie, with Jirachi. There's just so many ways to build a deck, so many ways so many ways to approach it. And this list in particular is a list that got top 32 at Liverpool Regionals just this past weekend, right? 2 weekends ago. So super interesting list. It's heavy on the Skyla account. It has Evo Soda, so Greninja BREAK, as most of you will know, has the ability Giant Water Shuriken, which by discarding a water energy, you can damage whichever Pokemon you want in play. You also have Greninja, which has 130 HP, Shadow Stitching 40 damage and you prevent abilities, and Moonlight Slash deals 60 damage plus 30 if you decide to return the water energy. Weakness to Grass really puts it in a difficult place against things like the Decidueye, things like Elizabeth, but the attack from Frogadier Water Duplicates is really what makes this deck great. You get to search for Frogadier, you get to skip the Froakies, you get them into play, thin out your deck, and immediately start advancing into your Greninja Swarm. Now, we have the Starmie backup, which is something the deck really appreciates because Space Beacon allows you to recycle the energy you do discard with the Giant Water Shuriken ability. So that way you're never lacking for energy. The card that used to be in this place, in its place was Fisherman, but Starmie has been getting some usability, especially because this particular Staryu has a free retreat cost. Now, for the supporter lineup, as I was mentioning, it's very peculiar. It has 4 Sycamore, 4 N, 2 teammates, so you're expecting your opponent to knock you out a ton, 2 Skyla to search for the Enhanced Hammers, to search for the Evo Sodas, to search for the Level Balls, the Ultra Balls, the Dive Balls, the Super Rod, the triple Field Blower combo, 2 Choice Bands. I feel like 3 Field Blower might be too much in this metagame where Gardevoir should not be as powerful or as popular, at least, just because Gardevoir has a really good matchup against Gardevoir, and it's really hard to say Gardevoir and Gardevoir really quickly without getting them confused. But yeah, that's the deck list. We also have the 4 Splash, which are really good, the 5 Water Energy, Basic Water for Giant Water Shuriken, and the 2 Choice Bands. So let's jump into the ladder and see how we do with today's Greninja deck. All of you, or most of you, will know I'm a big fan of Greninja because I did win Mexico Nationals last year with it. And then I kept using it at regionals, and it broke my heart many times where I missed day 2s. A lot of day 2s because I was using it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is just Worlds practice. We're getting in a ton of games here, and I know a lot of my friends will bug me because I should be sharing my results with my teammates. But yeah, we get a pretty, well, actually we don't get a pretty hand, but we get an okay hand. A hand that allows us to set up and get the turn 3 Greninja, and hopefully within the next 3 turns we'll be able to top deck something decent. And thank you guys to all the new followers. There's actually quite a few new of you guys here, which makes me really happy. Twitch seems to grow a lot faster than YouTube. Okay, so we get another energy, and we're up against the Decidueye. So right off the bat, a really difficult match. Staryu is actually in danger. David Allen, okay. Also, oh yeah, matching name tag and Twitch tag. So yeah, I retreat because he could essentially get Forest of Giant Plants, Dartrix, Energy, and a knockout, which is exactly what is happening as I'm saying. And I'm not looking at the screen. So, wow, already Decidueye, never mind. So we're in a lot of trouble. However, I mean, Staryu will still go down, yeah? But we have the Enhanced Hammer to delay my opponent's attack. And we see he doesn't really have much else going. So I'm gonna water duplicates here. We're gonna lose the Starmie. We still have another turn to top deck something. And we're gonna have Greninja up and running. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what works here. Okay, so we see another double colorless. Getting a Skyla, top decking a Skyla would be absolutely insane here. Top decking a Skyla would be huge. We'll see if my opponent's prize card actually helped him. It seems like it did. That was probably the Ultra Ball. Tablemon GX will be released in Sun and Moon 4. Indeed. Tablemon GX, I'm glad you guys liked the card. I'll try to get them printed out to give them at events. Probably not super quality, but we'll see. But I'll try to get them printed out. Any advice for racking up tokens? It's mostly about grinding games, right? And like spinning the wheel. Well, it's no longer spinning the wheel, but you get like the chests with the big coin amounts, I think. Yeah, getting win streaks on the ladder for sure. Tablemon GX will have a special set just for himself. Okay, so my opponent, wow, it's actually Deciplume. That's pretty scary. After this turn, we'll probably end up using Shadow Stitching a lot, which is, I'd love to find some draw. I feel like this matchup, yes, it's very unfavored, but it's not the end of the world if you're able to chain your Greninjas. So I'd really like to top deck something. Okay, another Greninja works, I guess, for now. But we have yet to use we have yet to use a single supporter. Okay, I'm gonna Shadow Stitching. My opponent discarded one grass. Hopefully he whiffs the other grass. He gets sad that I used Shadow Stitching, so we could have locked up a Shaman, we could have locked up a Lele, and he might not have a way to draw cards. Journey's Mail will give him something. He gets the Sycamore. Okay, so now our only hope is for him to whiff the grass. Or maybe he made the sad face because he saw me just draw, evolve, and attack. Who knows? Oh wow, that's a crazy discard. Another DCE, so that's the third DCE. Are we lucky enough for him to whiff the grass? Okay, he will set up Vileplume though. He will set up Vileplume, so that's a problem. He gets another train. He plays another Transmail. For N, I'll be happy if he uses the N. That would be a very friendly gesture. He might be forced to use it to find a grass energy though. But a lot of the Decidueye decks are only running 3 grass energy, so with one of them already discarded, we might get lucky here. We might actually get lucky. A big issue here is the fact that if we Shadow Stitch, we shut off his Vileplume, so he can keep using item lock. But wow, my opponent actually, oh my. Okay, so we're in the game, guys. We are in the game. And I'm going to retreat to conserve my Greninja Break. Yeah, I can't break the lock here. I cannot break the lock, I don't think. Please end, David. Please end. That's not an end. If he ends us and we get a grass, that would be crazy. I mean, not a grass. Yeah, if we get a grass, that would be crazy because you guys would be telling me, why is Pablo playing a grass energy in his Greninja deck? If we get a basic water I mean, it's very unlikely, but because there's already we only run 5 and there's already 3 in play. No grass inside just yet. No grass inside just yet. Another Rowlet and a Sycamore. No friendly N. No friendly N for us. Does he whiff again? Does he whiff? Does he whiff? Does he whiff? Does he whiff? Did he get Dartrix? Yeah, he got Dartrix. Did he get the grass? Oh, what? This is crazy. This is crazy. Wow. This is crazy, guys. We're getting crazy lucky. Ah, he leaves. Okay. So, without playing a single supporter, we were able to beat the Decidueye Vileplume. David got very unlucky on not finding the grass. Oh, he had all... No, David, you discarded 1 grass, David, but yeah, like, all the other 3 were prized, I'm guessing. Wow. That was very unlucky for you, definitely. Very unlucky. Sorry it happened that way. I'm really sorry it happened that way. I thought I was getting lucky. It was only 3 grasses, right? Because 1 you had already discarded 1. I kept checking your discard. And yeah, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Okay, Skyla kind of makes sense. Skyla kind of makes sense. We're up. It's been custom to send a heart and a hello whenever I play people, and yeah, now it's Gardevoir versus Greninja. So we got the auto loss the previous game. Now we get a good matchup, a positive matchup, one that a lot of people are speculating and talking about. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. We'll have to play very smart though. Playing against Gardevoir is never easy. We just need to not dead draw off of this end. Please do not dead draw off of this end. Please do not dead draw as I like to do. No. I'm telling you not to dead draw, deck, please. I'm telling you. Okay, that works. That absolutely works. That is actually beautiful. That is a beautiful top deck. Okay. So, and there's no Frogadier prize, that's awesome. And we even have the double splash, so I can afford to attach 1 splash. Well, actually this is not great. I'm gonna Skyla for Teammates? No, not Teammates, for Sycamore, right? I definitely Skyla for Sycamore. And I attach the splash for sure. Okay. Yeah, Greninja. Not many people like Greninja for sure. Do I put back the Starmie already? Yeah, why not? I can wait a turn. Let's just bubble here and flip tails. Okay. Froakie has failed me too many times now. Does he get Rare Candy Gardevoir knockout? That's like the easy way out, right? But I didn't go for the teammates because there's a chance he doesn't get it. Is he a DC on the bench? Oh, thank you. Okay, please don't get Rare Candy Gardevoir off of this end. Your deck is still really big. Please don't get it. Okay, so he does get it. So he does get it. And we got 2 Frogadiers. That's okay though, I think. That is a-okay, I think. I'm gonna Skyla once again here. For a level... Do I have Level Ball? Yeah, I have 1 Level Ball. Yep, there's a Level Ball. I'm gonna grab the last Froakie. I could grab Staryu, but I'm okay with not doing that. I want triple Froakie on the bench because I have the double Frogadier in my hand. So I'm gonna water duplicates. And I want to evolve both of them the next turn because I'm gonna get back the Frogadier, presumably, right? I mean, Gardevoir doesn't run energy denial. And we can just immediately Sycamore, so we get to keep all of our Frogadiers and we get to do a clean Sycamore. And we have energy, so we would only need a Greninja pretty much. Okay. Yeah, the chat is being really helpful today. Thank you guys so much. It's really nice that all of you guys are there and talking and helping each other out. It's really cool. Really cool, guys, to see. Makes me happy to see the chat so active. I feel like when I was streaming on YouTube, the chat was not as active. And I mean, the YouTube chat was more active because a lot of people would get the notification on YouTube and would just watch me on YouTube. But yeah, my opponent's goal here, like the way you beat Greninja being Gardevoir, is you build a really big Gardevoir. So that's why I don't agree with my opponent's decision to attach the TC to the bench rolls. It's like once you have a big Gardevoir, you build the next big Gardevoir, but you don't spread out like that because you never want to whiff a knockout. You never want to whiff a knockout, that's the thing. And you probably won't whiff a knockout against the first Greninja, but you might whiff a knockout eventually against a break. You might whiff a knockout eventually against a break. What's the ruling regarding Evo Soda? Can you evolve 2 times in a single turn? No. Evo Soda just searches for the card, but you cannot evolve and then evolve immediately. Wally is the card that allows you to do that, but Evo Soda is not a... It's not a non-supporter Wally for sure. Okay. Okay, so if my opponent also kind of... It feels like he committed to the auxiliary play potentially, or he might end up relying a ton on auxiliary. So I'm asking for 1 Greninja deck, hopefully 2, but 1 Greninja. Okay, 2 Greninjas, that's awesome. 2 Greninjas is very cool. And see, it won't let me choose a break, so that's what you guys were asking right now. It won't let me choose the break. I just evolved into Greninja, but it won't let me choose the break, and that's how it works. Yeah, so my current Greninja is definitely going down, so I don't see a reason to attach the Choice Band. I probably want to attach the Choice Band to the next Greninja, so I'm just gonna Shadow Stitching here. Best case scenario, my opponent committed to the auxiliary, not considering the Shadow Stitching, and he won't be able to knock me out by not having energy. That's why I was saying the DCE on the Kirlia should be on the active Gardevoir. Okay, he does have the energy, and he even plays an end. So we're gonna lose the break, which I'm not happy about, but we in exchange get double break. So now I'm happy. Now I am actually happy. I can't get double breakdown. But I can get triple Greninja, which is cool. My opponent is down to 3 prize cards though, which is very scary, and I don't have energy in my hand. A lot of energy has been used up. Well, half of our energy has been used up. I definitely go for N here. And I'm gonna use this last Dive Ball to search for the Staryu. Wait, didn't I put... Oh, I didn't put the Starmie back. I never ended up playing the Super Rod. Oops. That's a mistake. That is a mistake. I could Sycamore here. I could be tempted to Sycamore. I'm feeling the Sycamore more. Because the end doesn't really accomplish too much, and I can't not attack this turn. What were you saying, Pablo? Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I was just saying I couldn't afford not to attack this turn. That's fine, I think. Brian, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And yeah, I'm trying to stream regularly. I'm leaving for Worlds tomorrow, so it's gonna be hard for me to stream more. And I didn't use a Super Rod Nokian because I'm expecting my opponent to knock out the Frogadier. So I want to put back all of the cards, the Frogadier and the Starmie at the same time. That's why I didn't do it. Oh, okay. That's cool, Mavievo. Former college teacher, that's cool. Being a YouTuber is really fun. It's really, really fun. Worlds is going to be live streamed. Yeah, Worlds is definitely going to be live streamed over at PokemonChampionships.com. PokemonChampionships.com, you can watch all the action right there. Or twitch.tv/Pokemon. There's actually going to be 3 streams at the same time. Twitch.tv/Pokemon, Twitch.tv/Pokemon TCG, and Twitch.tv/Pokemon VGC or VG, one of the two. You can put links, I think, in the chat, GD. You can put links. Okay, now I don't think we win anymore. I don't think we can win anymore here. I'm gonna try for sure, but I don't think we can win. We need double Giant Water Shuriken to bring it up to 120. Well, maybe we can win. Maybe we can win. Tablemon to win Worlds. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Okay, so I'm gonna put back the Starmie, the Froakie, and the Frogadier. And then I'm going to search for the Starmie. I don't need to shut off abilities now, I don't think. I don't think I need to do that, so let's think about this. 40 damage. I need to deal 190. So I could potentially shut off abilities, but I win nothing by doing that. So I'm going to Teammates and grab an enhance. Well, yeah, actually, yeah. Enhance Hammer. Oh no, I can't get all the cards I need. I cannot get all the cards I need, actually. I needed 1 energy the previous turn. Okay, Enhance Hammer. I definitely need a basic water, 2 Giant Water Shuriken, and then I can Starmie the energy back. So what's the other card I need? Choice Band? Teammates? Maybe Teammates. No, I think it's Choice Band. If I Enhance Hammer, yeah, maybe my opponent might not be able to knock me out. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Enhance Hammer. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. I'm going to Giant Water Shuriken, the active, at 60 damage. Then I Space Beacon the Greninja for the 2. And then, yeah, Starmie gets me 2, but I only had 1 in the discard pile. That's why I had to search for 1. Because as you can see, I had no basic waters in the discard pile. And then I retreat into this break. And well, how many DCs has he used? That would be the 3rd DC. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove his DCE from the bench Gardevoir. I'm gonna Giant Water Shuriken the active Gardevoir. And I'm going to Moonlight Slash for the knockout. So I don't get, I was missing one card, a Choice Band or a basic water, to get a knockout with Shadow Stitching. That would have been best case scenario. But this way he needs his last DCE to knock out my Greninja and an energy. So he needs to Secret Spring and DCE to get the knockouts. Yeah. Wow, lots of followers today. Thank you guys so much. There's a helicopter passing by. Yeah. Difficult game for sure. Difficult game for sure. Last DC for my opponent. Or triple basic fairy. That works too. Triple basic fairy energies works too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maybe triple basic fairy energy is decently likely. 2 cards drawn. And yeah, if he gets that, I cannot win for sure. Maybe I should have been patient. Maybe I should have removed the DC from the bench and attacked with Shadow Stitching. Professor Kukui. Okay, so he needs now 1 energy. I can't believe he plays Professor Kukui in Gardevoir. Now he only needs 1 basic energy to knock me out. But he hasn't attached it yet. And wow, yeah, thank you guys so much for following. We see an Ultra Ball, we see a double Rare Candy discard, we see a Kirlia. Did he whiff? If he whiffed, we are 100% in this game. Oh, he whiffed. He whiffed. Okay, what day does World start? Yeah, next Friday. Okay, my opponent whiffed. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. That is incredible. I mean, maybe it was only maybe it was his only supporter, but we took a risk and it paid off. We took a risk and it paid off. Now I want a Choice Band. With a Choice Band, I can knock out the Gardevoir, right? With double, yeah, double Shuriken. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Shuriken the Guardy. And then I'm going to just Sycamore here. I need 1 Choice Band. I need 1 Choice Band to win the game here. No! Ah! Darn it! Why couldn't I get the Choice Band? Why couldn't I get the Choice Band? Okay, so I'm still gonna I'm still gonna commit to knocking out this Gardevoir. For sure, I'm still gonna commit to doing that. I'll Space Beacon. Yeah, and actually, not using the Super Rod to the person who was telling me to use Super Rod to put back the Starmie, it was a mistake. I really didn't need another another Greninja in the deck. Definitely didn't need another Greninja. So you were right. I should have used that before losing the Frogadier. I really should have done that. Okay, and here I knock out with Shadow Stitching, right? I mean, I do Shadow Stitching. No, abilities don't really matter too much anymore, do they? Well, it could matter. I think Shadow Stitching guarantees the game. Yeah, Shadow Stitching definitely guarantees the game. There's no reason to play this risky. Well, it doesn't necessarily guarantee the game, because there's a very heavily damaged Greninja Break on the bench. My opponent has played only 1 via Seeker and 0 Lysander effects. Ugh. Yeah, we might not have guaranteed anything. He might not have energy though. He might not have energy. Yeah, purely because of artillery. He might not have energy and not knock us out again. That would be amazing. That would be just too much. Okay, there's a Lysander. Understandable, but that was best case scenario. I don't care about losing that Greninja Break. I really don't. If I promote, yeah. I promote this, and then I get double break, knockout on this Gardevoir. Oops. Wait, what? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Wait, I thought I still had a break. Yeah, I put back the Froakie and the Frogadier. That was a big mistake. That was a really big mistake. One Super Rod is priced. Yeah, one Super Rod is priced. Okay, that was a very silly mistake. A very, very silly mistake. I'm gonna discard these two cards, which are useless. I don't have anything useful in there. I'm going to Space Beacon the Guzma for 2 water. Okay, so with the Choice Band, I get a knockout here, right? With the Choice Band, I get a knockout. So, what I'm going to want to do is Giant Water Shuriken. Yeah, 160 plus 70, that's 230. So I'm gonna want to target the Lele, and then at next turn I can Lysander knock out the Lele. I don't want to play any more energy. He could Lysander knock out Starmie. He still has a double colorless left and a VS Seeker. I'll attach the water to the Starmie just because it can, so that it can retreat, and I'm gonna knock out with Shadow Stitching. Maybe I should have attached the Splash. It doesn't matter. I just need a VS Seeker. I just need a VS Seeker. Okay. What can my opponent do here? He cannot take a knockout unless he has Lysander, DC. So that's 2 very specific cards for Gallade. He has no access to Abyssal Hand from Auxiliary. Oh no. Ugh. That was not nice. That was not very nice. That was not very nice. Wow, when he dropped the DC, I was like, no way. No freaking way. Okay, so now we just Guzma for the win here. So discarding the Guzma was actually really good, so that we could VS Seeker for it. We have more VS Seekers than Guzmas in the deck. And yeah, that was really intense though. Really close, but we managed to pull it off. I do knockout, right? 110, yeah. I have to double check sometimes because, oof. Yeah, Real Madrid. I'm a Chelsea fan though. Don't read too much into my Real Madrid shirt. I do like Real Madrid, but I prefer Chelsea by far. Okay, so let's do one more Greninja match. This was really intense. This was really fun, and I feel like it showcases the matchup. Like Greninja does have a positive Gardevoir matchup, but it's not necessarily that like lopsided to one side or the other. Greninja does need to get going, and it does need its very specific pieces. Magearna does prevent Shadow Stitching from working on Metagross. So Magearna does help the Greninja matchup for sure. Magearna does prevent the Greninja, does help the Greninja matchup for sure. Okay, so we do mulligan just once, which is fine. Oh, my opponent is also, oh, this is Greninja Miro, guys. Spam D-Rise, yes, I am day 2. I do have the day 2 invite. Yeah, Magearna does, if when Greninja uses Shadow Stitching, Metagross has a Metal Energy attached, and there's a Magearna in play, you do prevent so you can use abilities next turn. That's what I mean. You can use abilities. Thank you. Yeah, it's very cool. Oh wow, what? My opponent using Tapu Fini in Greninja. Okay, interesting. I shouldn't be at any risk of getting knocked out, so that's why I'm not doing anything else. That's why I'm not playing the end. I have the Evo Soda, which I'm very happy to see. The opponent attaches a splash to the Tapu Fini. I don't know why you would use Tapu Fini in Greninja. I generally don't. My opponent just discarded a Super Rod, a Max Potion, and a Greninja. We're not running Max Potion ourselves, so we're at a disadvantage, definitely. Oh, okay, so, okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Okay, if you have a Metal Energy on Metagross and Magearna, then you would stop it. Well, it helps at least, right? It seems very specific and counterintuitive, but it helps. GD, yeah, I've thought. Atray, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the good wishes. I have thought about mods for the stream, but the chat seems to be okay, right? There's no spam, there's no foul language, so I mean, if anyone is interested in being a mod, I'd be happy to oblige, but right now, I mean, mods moderate the chat, right? I don't think the chat is big enough to warrant mods, but if you want to be a mod and you want to help out, I'd be happy to judge you down as a mod. Comments is spamming, yeah. Like I'm up for, like, if you have any suggestions, if you want to message me personally, that could work too. And yeah, I mean, we have a pretty good setup. My opponent's being very slow. We have the advantage. We went first. He's gonna water duplicates, but we can get a knockout and then begin to shadow stitching. Okay, so send me a message, GD, directly here on Twitch, and we can talk about it. Yeah, I mean, one mod. I don't think there's any reason not to have one moderator. So if you're interested, it'd be cool. And yeah, you too, CPT Lexer, if you guys wanna message me as well so that we can talk about it, feel free here or on the Facebook Tablemon page or on Twitter. Okay, I feel like my opponent will eventually lose because of that Tapu Fini. It's an easy target. I can Guzma it. I don't know. I don't really understand the Tapu Fini. Cue everyone in chat to become a mod. That would be funny. Like, tell me guys, what are the advantages of being moderators? And yeah, like, I'm regarding the game, analyzing what's happening. My opponent's just going for the water duplicates, but he seems to be missing a Frogadier as well, so to say we have an advantage would be a very big understatement. Starmie feels pretty useless. I attached the other energy just because I knew I would get a turn of Moonlight Slash here. I don't get another Greninja, but that's fine. I'm in no hurry here. And it's my essentially 4 Greninjas against 2. So I also, yeah, Wendigo, I want to create a Discord channel as well. I feel like the Twitch is a bit small for that, but I could definitely create a Discord for the Tablemon peeps. That'd be cool. I think I would need a lot of moderators there because I would definitely want to keep it PG-13. Okay, so my opponent ends me. That's fine. Keldeo and Elixirs with Greninja. Wow, that's just crazy. And you dunk Dragonite with Night March? That's pretty cool. Wait, which Dragonite? Okay, so we get a Level Ball, we get a Field Blower, we get a Guzma as well. But yeah, my opponent smartly goes for a Shadow Stitching. So it's gonna be a bit of a boring Shadow Stitching war here, guys. My opponent has shown that he's using max potions though, so it could be more than one for sure. Could definitely be more than one. I'm gonna Level Ball for Froakie, but I'm gonna discard it. I don't really need the 2 Guzma right now. Well, I could. Huh. Is it worth it to Guzma knock out the Frogadier? I think it is. That would allow me to be in a position where I can just proactively take knockouts. But I'm gonna take the knockout with this Greninja. Yeah, why not? I have the advantage. I mean, now it's essentially 4 Greninjas against just the 1. So... oh, it's the icon with the green sword. Ah, okay, okay, now I see it. Now I understand. Now I understand. Okay, so we see a Dive Ball. I did give my opponent a turn of Shadow, I mean of what? Of Giant Water Shuriken, but my opponent actually chooses to go for a regular Greninja. Interesting. Interesting. And CBT, I'll message you once I'm done with the stream, if that's okay, so that I don't get too distracted. And yeah, I mean, this game seems to be all but wrapped up, right? This game seems to be all but wrapped up. I got very lucky for sure with the start. Like, this is a mirror where essentially we have almost the same cards, and my opponent just completely got a Frogadier prized. He won second. I had the Guzma, the 1 Guzma from the deck. And there's a victory. So yeah, guys, I think we're gonna leave the stream here for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. There's almost 70 of you, or there were over 70 of you for a while.